Been the case for a while in Utah. Third quarter underway here after a 17-17 fourth quarter underway, I should say. Spain, remember, cut it to 8 at 58-50. U.S. has never been able to completely pull away. Rudy Fernandez, a couple of threes in that third quarter. Can't get the shot off there. Good job defensively by Harrison Barnes, and a shot clock violation for Spain.
Good job of Chris Middleton and also Harrison Barnes. The versatility, both those guys could switch that 2-4 pick and roll.
Turner to Middleton. Fernandez, Gardner. Barnes has it. Tried the reverse at the bottom part of the rim. Back comes Spain. Kino Colom handles. Into the paint, floater is up and good for Kino Colom.
Interesting floater. He stopped and no one came and kind of shot it off his wrist.
He's 2 of 3, 4 points now. Commits a foul on the other end.
Let's watch this, man. He gets into the lane, drives it, no one's there. He kind of shoots it from the hip. Nice shot. Good touch. It's not an easy shot. It looks easy because it's close, but it's not easy.
Nope. It's an awkward range. Shoot a floater. As many of you know, as a point guard, you got to make that decision, right? You turn the corner, you deal with what's there or not there in that case. Middleton answers with the jumper. U.S. lead is 13. Chris Middleton now 5 of 7. He's got 12 points. That leads the U.S.
USA fouls on 57. Chris Middleton.
Middleton will pick up the foul on the perimeter. It's his second. 5 fouls in the FIBA game in a 40-minute game.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell is getting through screens extremely well. Good pass.
This time Cologne up top, but Hernan Gomez couldn't connect on the dunk. Middleton in transition, looking for Turner down low. It's disrupted by Oriola, and Pierre Oriola will pick up the foul. Plays his pro ball in Barcelona.
Spain fouls on 18. Pierre Oriola.
Wonder if we're going to see De'Aaron Fox anymore. He hasn't played in a while. I'm still looking for him and Kemba to match up together.
Only played 6 minutes here so far. Made an impact last week, that's for certain.
And obviously Pop and his coaching staff is trying to find chemistry, trying to look at a lot of different combinations. He's rotated a lot of guys in and out.
Fox put up 12 points, 3 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks in 15 minutes last week. This is the backcourt most expect to see when the World Cup begins in China. Walker and Donovan Mitchell. Walker knocks down the short little jumper. And Kemba is now 4 of 5 for 11 points.
He's done a nice job. He has 6 assists. Been able to score and not taking a lot of possessions. He's doing a good job defensively.
Colom with a screen from Hernan Gomez, and that was one of the moving variety screens that are allowed in the FIBA game. Mitchell, do not count the bucket. Foul is on the floor.
He is so strong. I mean, Donovan laid wood to the defender, driving at full speed. Watch this. Nice little bump and finish from Donovan Mitchell.
The NBA, that might have counted.
That would have, for sure.
Made his move. He'd begun his move. There'll be a side out here. Kemba with a screen from Turner. Mitchell for 3. Got it. Donovan Mitchell. Now with a dozen. He's hit 2 of 3 from the great beyond. Fernandez up top. Hernan Gomez over his head.
That was nice.
Nifty catch and finish.
He did try to dunk that one.
From Willie Hernan Gomez. Had to finesse the business end of that alley-oop. Turner's become an active screen setter here. Slipped that one. Campbell went all the way to the rim, but couldn't finish the play. Ricky Rubio, really good in that first half. Pretty quiet so far here in the second.
Interesting shot.
It is.
It is.
That's Oriola.
Oriola knocking that one down. He's hit it. I think that's his second one.
That is his second made three of the night. In fact, he's 3 of 3 for 8 points.
A little zone by Spain, trying to change the momentum and rhythm from Team USA.
Campbell over to Barnes, to the corner for Harris. Spain
Great
does
closeout.
the scouting report. They're all over Harris. Gets away from him. Here's Ribas to finish it off for Spain. It's been a persistent problem for the U.S. tonight. Points off turnovers. It's been a huge advantage for Team Spain. In fact, in large part, it's what kept them in this game. And they're back within 11. Smitty and Spanish aren't going away anytime
They're
soon.
not. Couple more buckets and their confidence is going up higher. 11-point lead for Team USA.
Basketball has been a game changer for me.
It's helped me grow as a teammate and a leader.
By establishing standards for youth development, USA Basketball is making a difference for players of all ages.
Through education and training
They're helping to make the game safer.
and more fun.
Weak side, everybody's watching the pick and roll. He just dove extremely hard, cut without it. Team USA flat-footed, gave up that cut, and Greg Popovich is talking to Donovan Mitchell, putting in Jason Tatum right now. And still a big lead, but it is 5 minutes and 26 seconds left. A little concern from Team USA.
So Oriola to the line, 6'9", 26 years of age, plays for Barcelona professionally. Where last season he averaged just under 7 points a game on 50% shooting. He spent his entire 10-year pro career in the Spanish ACB. Number 2 in the world, Spain. Medals at the last 3 Olympics, including a bronze in 2016 and silvers in 2012 and 2008. Now a 7-0 run here to close the gap. Again to 11. Harris caught up in the air there and sends it to White.
Scouting report by Spain, do not give him an open shot.
They find Joe Harris when the ball makes its way to him. U.S. finds Kyle Kuzma for the bucket. Now it's back to 13. Sol up top, such a great playmaker for Team Spain. Here's Rubio. Drifting to his left, no good because Sol there for the cleanup.
Archer's cleaning out space.
10 points on 4 of 10 for Gasol. Kuzma can't hit there.
Pretty big possession right now for Spain on the offensive end. You want to score now. It's 4 minutes and 31 seconds left. You got to get this to single digits pretty soon.
Juan Hernan Gomez has it. Back to Rubio. 5 on the shot clock. Rubio out to Gasol. Here's Yol. Sergio Yol knocks down the 3. And it is an 8-point lead. Yol 3 of 5 from 3-point range. He's got 11.
Man, I talk about that offensive possession for Spain. They answered. Right now, if you're USA, you don't want to get a live ball turnover and give up an easy bucket.
Harris knocks it down. That's why he's out there.
3-point basket for Joe Harris.
That changes the zone defense tremendously when you have a guy like Joe Harris. You can see the defender got sucked in but couldn't get back out to Joe Harris.
He's been waiting all night to get one off. That was his first 3 attempts because they've done such a good job closing out on him. There's White at the rim. He finishes off that play.
Basket by Derek White.
And the lead is back to 13 with 3.5 minutes to go. Such a tough job to be a knockdown 3-point shooter. You may have to wait all night long to get an opportunity like Joe Harris just did. You shoot it like that, that's how you lead the league in 3-point shooting, as he did last season. 85-72.
NBA summer is a special season where the game is about the names.
My name is Zion Williamson.
John Moran. His feet set, and there's Marc Gasol shooting a 3.
Answer from Gasol. The U.S. has now matched the last week's total with 11 made threes tonight. Spain is 10 of 22 from three-point range. Kemba into the teeth of the Spanish defense to Tatum. Leaves it for Plumlee. Oh, Hernan Gomez up over the top of him. And Plumlee is fouled before he could flip that ball up over his head.
I mean, just look at Tatum catch this one. Shot pocket. Great rotation. Splash.
And Tatum, between last Friday and this Friday, is 5 of 8 from three-point range.
And you saw how well he played in the playoffs the year before. And he was solid this year. It just didn't seem like he got into a rhythm this year. He didn't play bad, but I'm looking forward to Jason Tatum having a big year for the Celtics this year.
Well, to be fair, that seemed true for most of the Celtics as a franchise last year. Whatever was going on, whether it was a locker room issue or team chemistry issue, something to do with that rotation that Brad Stevens was trying to work out, it just wasn't happening for the Celtics last year. Rubio probing over Lopez, can't get the banker to fall. 2:20 to go. U.S. up 88-75. Tomorrow night they get on a plane for the long plane ride to Australia.
It's a long ride, Matt. Beautiful country, though.
20th turnover of the night a moment ago for the U.S. Here's Yull. Couldn't finish over Lopez. Walker working on Yull. To Lopez, stripped by Hernan Gomez, and he'll get the foul.
I mean, Matt. Kemba reminds me of Barry Sanders with the stop and go football-wise. On the basketball court, he's so low, his center of gravity, and he's so explosive. And defensively, you can't stay in front of him because his jump shot has gotten so easy, shoots it with ease, and now I think he's going to even be more explosive with the Boston Celtics with all the guys that can play.
It's time for the best player of the game, sponsored by AT&T. And while we're talking about Kemba Walker, why not him? He's got 8 assists to go with his 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting.
I thought he had a nice floor game. Did a good job of just running the show. You can see 6 field goals, 11 points, 8 assists. And you know he could take over anytime offensively, but I think he's doing a nice job of just getting guys involved.
And the U.S. as a team is doing exactly what Greg Popovich has been preaching with ball movement. They have 24 assists now on 34 made baskets tonight.
And he talked about it. He said he's been trying to get those guys just because they don't know each other well, but chemistry-wise, just be around each other. And it's important outside of basketball. You just hang around and you start to gain that trust.
I mentioned earlier that Pop told us that Walker and Mitchell have emerged as team leaders. And for this group, which is so young and so inexperienced at the FIBA major competition level, that's going to be an important job for this team.
It is. I mean, you'll have some adversity. And then you have these guys that are vocal leaders, lead by example, but also guys that just keeps you going and stay positive. And also not afraid to call out the team, call out themselves when you're not playing well. And just that motivation from players. And you don't always want to hear it from coaches.
Brook Lopez to the line, his first miss from there in 3 tries. The U.S. is only 9 of 13 from the free throw line. Haven't missed much from the field or the three-point line, so they haven't been to the free throw line a ton. Lopez 1 of 2. It's back to 14. And Brook has 8 on the night. Rubio with 16 for Spain, gives it up for Gasol. Hand off to Yull. Good ball movement, good player movement. And Rubio will take the free throw line. Jumper, it won't fall for him. Mitchell comes away with the board. Has been his Achilles heel throughout his career. Ricky Rubio just not a great shooter.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll go on spurts like the beginning of the game where he looked comfortable knocking down shots and nice arch. And then in this second half, he's just been flat. All his shots have been flat. And he had some easy looks in this half.
40% last year with Utah, 31% from 3. That was down 4% from his best three-point shooting season. which was 17-18. And career 32% from three-point range. Does a lot of things well, but he is not an elite shooter. Donovan Mitchell, 5 of 9, 12 points. And hits his second free throw attempt of the night. He's got 13, which leads the U.S. at this point. Rubio leads all scorers with 16. Spain throws it away. And it's window dressing from
it is.
this point on.
Very solid outing for Team USA.
Tatum, baseline, threw it to a spot. Middleton chased it down. Screen from Lopez. They look inside, and the U.S. turns it over for the 20th time tonight. Gasol for three. Marc Gasol now with 16. Ties Rubio for the team lead. With 53 seconds and change to go, we've got a timeout on the floor. The U.S. in control, up a dozen.
Introducing the limited edition Budweiser Discovery Reserve, brewed to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. An American red line.
U.S. putting the finishing touches on Spain here tonight, up by a dozen. Gasol got a piece of that. It'll stay with the U.S. Gasol's not the only member of this team to win a championship with the Raptors. Their head coach, Sergio Scariolo, is an Italian but an assistant under Nick Nurse last season. In fact, the Raptors allowed him to leave the team to go coach the Spanish national team during the World Cup qualifying process.
28 seconds left. See, Spain still playing.
Gasol gave him 19 on the night. Gasol with his third made three. It's a 9-point game. Spain out of time here. Rubio goes flying. It's an offensive foul as Ricky traveled about 20 feet on the floor.
You can see Jason Tatum. Let me see a little push off.
Yep, there's that left arm. Ricky wound up on the baseline after all that. Gasol already hit 3 threes. Chased off the line that time. Rubio will try it. Air ball, the U.S. can run out the clock. A lot to like about the U.S. tonight. Defensively, ball movement, shooting as well. As for the second straight Friday night, they knocked down 11 threes. And tonight he was on just 19 attempts. Overall, they shot just under 55%. And they get the win, 90-81. So, Smitty, for you, what's on the to-do list as they get ready for the World Cup September 1st?
You know, I think for them is the turnovers. You know, that's the obvious one. But I think also for them is finding ways to maybe to get even more continuity on the offensive end. It ran smooth, but at times certain groups didn't look as well. Kemba, when he had the basketball, guys got easier shots. And then also find a way to be able to incorporate their bigs to be able to get some touches for them.
The big question now is, will the U.S. cut down